What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, let's get this out. Oh, this is kind of better. So today I'm going to be telling you the cost of living in Tanzania. Roll the intro and let's get started. What's up everyone, and with the simplicity I'm doing. Oh my god, I'm even trying to say. So today I'm going to be telling you the real cost of living in Tanzania. I've written them right down here and I'm going to be telling you them right ahead. So with the simplicity of making this video a little bit of a quick video, so I'm going to be dividing them into 5 categories. That is the room they're going to stay, the places you're going to visit, the food you're going to use, the transportation, and the internet access. By the way, if you haven't known, wherever any country, a pro tip actually, a pro tip. In any country that you go, the first thing you want to go and visit, before you do that, just go and get yourself a SIM card. It's going to be very useful and you're going to save yourself sometimes, because if you don't have a SIM card, I don't know what you really want and I don't know what you're looking for real, because it's going to save you a lot of money. Now let's cut this whatsoever thing and let's get started. So the first thing is going to be the room. Now for those guys who are interested to stay in a big hotel, luxurious life, for real, this is not a good budget for you. But for those guys who are actually staying here in a long period of time and they're looking to save the amount of money that you're going to use, please go and stay into the lodges. Yes, you had me correct, go and stay into the lodges. They're actually very cheap. But if you're staying for a long period of time, you cannot stay to the lodge. What you have to do, you have to go to stay in an Airbnb. If you haven't known Airbnb, it's a place whereby you can go and stay for a long period of time, probably like at least 1 month. Yeah, and you find everything inside, like the cooking things, like what should I say? Like you're gonna find the cooking materials. There's a fridge, probably there's a kitchen, there's an outside which is actually near the beach, almost things of like that. Like you're gonna find everything inside. It's not like, it's like an apartment, but it has everything inside. So the first thing that you should know is, on your stay here in Tanzania, and it's gonna be like almost 1 to 30 days, it's gonna be like at least 30 days on the Airbnb. It's gonna cost you around $100 to $300. That's for an average place in Dar es Salaam, probably, or even in Arusha and Morogoro. I've seen other places, even in other, most of the places actually in Tanzania, you will literally stay within 100 and above, at least 100 to $300 apartment, which is actually an average one, which is actually maybe probably it has a place like a sitting room, it has a bedroom, actually it has a master bedroom with a toilet, of course. It has a kitchen, it has an outside compound where you can just go and stay there with your friends if people come to visit you. Around 100 to $300. You can get an average good one, which is actually not far from the town. Now that is my recommendation, and if you're interested to know that detail of which place you can stay, be sure to check me out anytime and I'll let you know the best places, and I'll recommend you some of them which I have actually visited myself, because there's another video also I'm gonna be making on showing you the exact Airbnb that you can stay here in Tanzania. Before, why aren't you coming to Tanzania? Because all the details that you guys want, I have them here in my channel, so be sure to subscribe. Then the second thing, as I told you, is places to visit. Now in Tanzania we have tons and tons of places that you can visit. To be sincerely honest, the prices for the locals and the prices for the foreigners is different. I think most of the countries it's that way. So in Tanzania we have like a low currency issue, which I've talked about in other videos. So if you're interested, be sure to check the other video. But my main point here is, what I'm trying to say is, if your currency is a little bit high, you're gonna see this price in Tanzania is a little bit like normal price. It's not gonna be that much expensive. Now, what amount of price should you actually prepare? Here it is, $20. Am I kidding? No. Now, most of the places that you're going to go, you're gonna, as a foreigner, you're gonna be charged $20. Most of the national places, national recognized places that you can visit, though you can get to other places that is really free, like Kariako, you can go there, it's really free. So it's just about you and your amount of transportation you're gonna use, and transportation is very cheap, especially from Mwendokasi. Though it's kind of congested in the evening, you can use that, and it's free to just go and explore. That's why even in that video I recommended you Kariako market to visit. And other places that you can go, for example Mbuya, and other places like Morogoro, you can go to Moshi and other places that you could see there. Literally you're going to spend only $20. So depending on the amount of number that you have on the places that you want to visit, be sure to check their website. It's going to be around $20 for foreigners. For Tanzania, I think it's going to be like 5,000 Tanzanian shillings and almost to 11,000 for those adults. 5,000 is for young kids, and below 5 years old to be free. So literally, if you're interested to go to Tanzania, be sure to just come. because I have everything that is making you come here, and be sure to subscribe. So the other third thing is food. Now for those guys who saying like from 1 week to 1 month, this is a good average amount of price that you should know. So per day you can literally spend almost $10 to 15 if you want so much food, up to $25 depending on where you're eating. If you're eating on those luxurious hotels, it's gonna be very expensive and you're not going to enjoy because you're not feeling the weather, feeling the rhythm, feeling the energy. The energy. Do you get that? The energy, the surrounding energy of the Tanzania place. Of Tanzania. So if you want to enjoy, be sure to go exactly to the local and eat the local. Eat what we call chips, mayai. We have ugali, we have ugali maharage. We have a lot of food which are actually from the local places. We have matende. I think you guys know it. I don't know. There's so many food which are actually local food. So be sure to check these foods out when you're coming here in Tanzania, and you're going to enjoy. But for those guys who are going to stay for a long period of time, remember you have to prepare $200 to $250 for you to stay for the whole month. So if you have like $200 to $250 for 1 month, is totally enough, because I'm expecting you to use like probably from $10 to $15 per day, which is something around $300 if you really accomplish, because not all days you're going to be eating that frequently. So I expect 200, 250 until 300. It's an average amount of price that you can have per month in order to accomplish your stay here in Tanzania. So the fourth thing is transport. Now on transportation, sincerely, it varies. It's varying. Like it goes up and down. It depends on what kind of transport you're gonna use. If you're using the public transport and you're not using the airplanes, you're gonna be traveling most cheaper compared to everyone, because with using those transportation you literally pay less. Because if you travel with the transportation of a plane, if you haven't seen this video of transportation in Tanzania, we should check this out. Check probably here on the description, or subscribe in the channel. There are videos there about transportation in Tanzania. So literally, if you're in Tanzania and you wanna use the transportation system, for those guys who have actually 150 to 250, it's a total enough amount of money that you can use here in Tanzania to transport yourself from one place to another and go around Tanzania, only if you're not using airplane. Please don't mark me wrong, I said only if you're not using airplanes. For those guys who've been interested to use airplanes, sincerely go ahead and check those prices for yourself, because for this video I'm not going to be mentioning anything comparing to the airplanes, because I like cheap travels. But I'll be making another video for those guys who actually like heavy transportation, airplanes transportation, because these transportation, they kind of vary depending on time. So I'll be making only the public ones, which are actually local transportation, because these are the ones that are cheap and more friendly and more safe, though airplanes more safer. So let's get to the fifth and last thing. As I said, it's the internet charges. So the internet charges cost around $50 to $100. For those guys who are interested, be sure to check my link, and I have some suggestions for you. If you're really interested to get a good kind of price, go use Tigo. You guys should hear this video. I'm promoting you, I don't know, but I'm just saying that's the good one. Or you can use Voda, because Voda is also available in Kenya and like around Uganda too, and Burundi somewhere. So you could choose Voda because you can even use that same line abroad, so it's kind of an advantage to you. But by the way, if you just use here a normal cellular, don't depend on the Wi-Fi. Sincerely, the Wi-Fi's are not even, don't even think of using the Wi-Fi's here. Unless you're in the luxurious travel and your big hotels, even them, they don't have good Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, but they just don't, unless you're actually in one of these hotels that I visited. I won't say the name because I'm gonna review that, and I'm gonna be telling you there how much percent of Wi-Fi they would give and how many gigabytes you're gonna get anyway. So the other thing is just the internet access is kind of not that great, so better you just get yourself a mobile card and then you serve yourself with some internet. Anyway, those are the 5 things that you really need to know when you're actually coming here in Tanzania, and those are the cost of living in Tanzania. Hope you enjoyed this video, and they'll be more entertaining and more presenting, or more of informative. I hope you found this video informative. Until next again, I want to talk so much. Peace out and bye bye. Subscribe.